default Viper wall here up towards mid and go very fast.
Oh yeah, they're looking to go in with the Fury, and already getting the first blood. 2 kills coming out from NW0 as they take the advantage into the A site. Unorthodox right now is they're still trying to clear towards the site. Artist trying to fight in the back, but gets knocked down here by Digizine. A 3-on-2 now. Assam is now discovered by the Trailblazer. Look at FURIA, just moving across the map. They don't care for this plant. They just want to fight, but NRG does so as well. In the flick of an eye, it becomes now Medzine.
Just yet, as it's counting down, there's a guiding light for him to detect, to get a little bit of info. Quick shots coming in from NRG, grabbing the first round. Or finesse, rather. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. A good flank, though. I like the pressure from QC here. Quick coming out here on the right side. Digizine does open up the site, and he'll have elbow control as the team can slowly scale in now. Spikes down. Covered by Victor in the hookah.
That's an error in the column right there, because all of FURIA are looking to suppress and support Digizine inside this B site. But the spikes down out in the open in hookah. Double support out there, and it's the last 2 players of the support for NRG, actually.
One enemy
as QCK
remaining.
did get a pick. Now a pinch coming through as Assam was on a 2 versus 1, and Assam.
Oh, aggressive wall once again. There's the showstopper. Victor and Artist down. Wow!
We had a reckoning available too for the retake. 10 kills coming out from the duelists, Digizine and NW0. And this is going to be a long attempt of a save now for the last 2 players of NRG. Already going through the TP, finesse falls, and it's up to Crashies. Being lurked up now by QCK with support from NW0. Gets the first one, but a little bit off.
40 seconds would be up. You'd expect a second hit just about this time. So NRG just playing the game safe. And now trying to figure out what's happening. There goes Digizine again.
The crossfire is set up for the first kill. But it's still going to be FURIA taking over this A site. You had the opportunity to play behind these high walls. Victor's not going down without a fight until that one. The swing out from NW0. And it's up to a 3.
It's what they maximize, right? Being able to gather the utility to help Digizine, to help MW0, and even in different situations. If it's just MW0, that utility changes, and they make sure.
The B garden, and thankfully this orb, yes, is going to be tough. Attack a bit, but there's going to be a lot of utility to push Artist out of his position.
One
still opens up with the first kill, avoids the rest of that.
He's going to get out of line.
Takes it away, and the showstopper comes out from Showers to connect onto Khalil.
The first bit of shower control we've seen now from NRG.
And QCK's always been good on the lurk, and answers back onto Victor. It's up to Sam by himself.
Right now, what, 30 seconds mean he's going to have to haul over there and get into position.
Gets a pit out.
Yeah,
that might force the players to come out too. And Digizine punishes finesse running out. Gets a second one of the crashes as well, but the reckoning comes out from Sam. Disadvantage now for NRG. 10 seconds left on the clock. The plant comes down. And the players of FURIA are playing inside of this pit. Medzine's still alive to get the heal up onto his teammates. Sam now. Position given away by a flash. Pushing out towards the default and gets picked off by Medzine. Leaving our Artist solo.
A move that gets 2 members killed right away by Digizine. Like, absolutely incredible stuff. This is what they need here in this run, in this final run. Trying to force the hand of FURIA a little more. We just saw finesse pushing mid. They have to start putting something on the docket in the beginning of these rounds to make FURIA think different.
And it works out quite well.
Yep.
The pit that you have down towards long B. Crash is playing behind it. You can flash through it. Play this off angle to get the kill into NW0. And you're trying to funnel your opponents into that operator from Victor that we did. So that pulls now Artist to rotate from this A site to B for support. Here comes the full hit. But it still crashes on his own. As Artist falls on a rotate to spawn. Big Trailblazer to get a hit, and a smoke to actually protect Khalil. He gets 2 kills on that, and that's the orbital strike that we just talked about. 23 seconds left, but at least Sam gets the kill onto Madzine. 3-on-3 is the 3-on-2 rather, as the pit's still up. They're covering down towards the spawn. Victor head to head. Op versus Op. Up against Digizine and Khalil, the last 2 players alive for FURIA into this round. And as Victor peeks out, Digizine gets the aggressive push in. A 2v2 now. 2 rifles make that 1 rifle, and a Blade Storm for the headshot.
They do it again?
The swing out for MW0. Trailblazer from behind.
Oh my. It's a dance.
I don't think it saw a finesse though. As Crashes falls, he still gets the kill to Matzine. So that's the spike down and the snake bite onto NWZero. Upshot misses as Soft gets the kill onto Digizine. Up to Khalil now to 3 versus 1. TP's across towards the A site.
Smoke.
Has 1 smoke left to work with, and he uses it towards spawn. And at least guarantees the plant.
Does he have the lineup?
All 3 players are already there. Gets the first
Got
one
2.
there, the second one. Oh, that's a long bang! Almost gets the clutch there, but Artist saves it for NRG. An expensive round, but at least we'll take those back to go for an A hit.
Is off.
I've got your trail.
Snakebite slow to start things off. Nice shot from Finesse. Swapping NW0 from the air. Orbital strike on the attack with Clit out towards U-Haul.
Yeah.
Som is also waiting in there. Counter. Artist trying to move forward. Flushed out by Amali. Forced to fall back. Makes it back safely at least. As 3 players are closing in. Nice pain shells towards towels as now the spike falls. Now the battle of the new barrel. Out towards the changes of the A bind. Matzine fights back onto Crashies, but still at a disadvantage or Furia.
NRG are doing all of this while Sam's still in sight, so great delay.
Wants to make sure that Furia, if they decide to TP towards the B site, could be there, but it's not needed. Somehow Digizine
Cannot stop
opens
him.
up the site again.
Furia right back to planting the spike. And now Sam, this harbor unbind, can he get the clutch?
One enemy remaining.
There is that wall bang to answer back at the Matzine, but he's now down to 6 HP. Trying to find Digizine here and forces out the high tide.
Blocking fire.
The cove then onto the tap. The gulag to come through, but he steps.
Digizine and crew, Furia's in A.
Now Sam's trying to play duck hunt after he pulls out the reckoning. Bodies flying everywhere, but it's still Furia with the first blood. Trying to delay as much as we could, but we've delayed enough for the rotate to come across. Operator in the hands of Victor. All of the members of NRG is rotated across. Operator now lost. Pit to cover out towards U-Haul as Sam finally answers back. And he's gonna have to do heroic plays. The full slice. Double pit pretty much.
They're still in sight, and Furia's taking it.
Yep, and the wall bang onto Matzine. And the second one onto Endo. You can see somehow is getting all these kills through the smoke.
Oh my gosh.
1 versus 1. Up to Digizine once again.
He's
Spots
off, he's
Finesse.
off.
Closing in on the gap. The legs are peeking out.
Just hunting.
But Digizine wins that fight, and they get that 9-3. The clutch coming
The
out.
style we saw for NRG's first bind game here.
So interesting.
Oh,
3
the
players playing
TPs.
towards the TP as they're going through. For a Furia, Trailblazer to clear out the site, the double to push across. There's that trade, but there's still 2 players to close in on the Crashies. And he does his job. A 3 versus 3. Finesse on the reeler for that double kill himself. A great start for NRG into the second pistol.
Wow, okay, things slow down for just a second here, thanks to Artist, but Mid's getting pushed. Victor with another frenzy.
Not enough time here for QCK to come on a rotate to support his teammate. Now has to clutch a 3 versus 1 with only a ghost. The first tap onto the spike, the spray across. The wall comes down on the other end, still gets the second kill. It's a 1 versus 1, but Sage Wall coming out for a safe plant. Even a cove was dropped down to guarantee that plant. It's up to NRG to hold their grounds now as the high tide's about to come down. Victor with the forward position towards the APC. We hear the TP out towards the A side.
Great
and it's
coverage.
Matzine that gets the kill into Crashing. It's almost a punishment there onto 1. But it's still NRG at a disadvantage.
CK. They're finding
Tap
it.
onto the spike. 2 left alive now for NRG. It's Artist and Victor on a 2 versus 3. Victor going inside the Cloudburst for the kill of Digizine. Big kill to get as he gets traded off by Matzine. Artist on a 2v1. Makes it twice. Makes it 4!
NRG. And this is what Finesse loves to do. Wait out these rounds, see who else can push. The patience here from Sam as well. We'll find Digizine from Showers.
That might open up the A site. See the lurk coming out.
And be Furia and find those weird kills. But it looks like they're all staying up. No, never mind. They are not staying. I thought they were going to stay by teleport, but now they're going straight through to the site, and you're also going to get QCK.
Enemy remaining.
And speaking of QCK, he's now the last player standing.
Farmed.
Gonna scale back into the control of U-Haul.
For the Loper.
Both plant. But Util tried to force him out. Som still gets it down as
Okay.
Artist gets the first into the round.
Very high tide. Coming around. Digizin slowly making his way towards Victor at this point.
Looking for the bait switch. Hiding behind the wall, but Digizin comes back with the Blade Storm. Both of them hiding inside the smoke. It's Dusty. Vandal now picked up, spraying across, but Finesse is the one that gets the kill. And that's gonna foil the plans for a bit. It's gonna come down to the final seconds for this plant. As the high tide comes back up here for the attack. Som still gets the kill through the high tide that he put up, so that's Khalil to fall. That gives the opportunity for Elite Lurk to happen as the plant comes down for NRG. Opso 4 doesn't get any value. Reckoning out onto this post plant as Victor has that angle in the showers. Finesse on that 1v1. Oh, the no-scope cannon from Digizin.
Oh my gosh.
Right into the chest. But Som gets that lurk out towards U-Haul. And now it seems that NW0 is just pinned out towards the A side.
An incredibly dominating half so far. NRG have planted every round and won every post plant on this attack. They are just not.
The TP coming out too. Crashy's looking for the late lurk. 3 players are inside the showers here for FURIA as they're closing into the new boxes. Som with an off angle down towards towels as Digizin does make the operator ring to make it the player advantage for FURIA on this retake. And it's working out for the defenders. The lurk doesn't work out, but the flashing will. It's gonna blind so many, but he only gets one. It's at halfway. It's up to Artis. He does get the first pick. The second one.
silly.
And now back up to the tap.
Okay.
But then finally, the high-low then in the end.
Team A.
FURIA, and it's Digizin with the operator. And that will initiate NRG's fast take into the A site. Still a player behind here towards U-Haul, and that's QCK. Trying to find the timing as it gets the headshot to Finesse. Answered back though by Crashies as they're still looking for this plant, making sure that nobody else is pushing out for FURIA, at least for now. Kills are coming in yet. NRG with the protocol play. And FURIA looking to fall back to pick the operator and save here. Do some damage, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, NRG's rich so far, and the operator doesn't get saved. A big round for NRG to put them at map point, and the economy broken for FURIA.
There's no way they buy another op. Nope. That's huge. And of lineups that aren't in the post plant, they're helping to take. He has a few that land on the spot on the box at B and in Cubby. As the B site happens, Mazine is ready.
Artis had to stay alive here. And that res, and it's Metzine to get 2 finally. Finesse, Ange.
You will be judged. Let's see how this works out.
NRG does have util for this if they want to try to clear it. They're looking for the walk play instead.
This would be huge. Oh, they're not even guns out!
Spike down A.
13 seconds left. Victor will hear the TP at least for one player. But Digizin's already around the corner. There's the Blade Storm. Up draft and the right click.
Woo. You actually... Checking the flank quick as they still take the site slowly with this wall. It's hard for anybody in U-Haul to take this fight. And you never really want to stack everyone in U-Haul. So that 2v1 becomes NRG's once again.
Reckoning 2, Khalil now has to dance around. Along his teammates as well, and there's that TP towards that B site, but I've mentioned that push from Manzine. Now the off angle towards the garden. Satchel in, he plays the Agent's game, and it's cleared by Som this time around. Only 1 more to go. Nice shot, nice 2 shots from Khalil. A 3v1 now, at least a spike is planted for NRG. Khalil is leaning, looking for the ground control back towards elbow. Launching smoke. And all they need to do now is play the pulse plant.
So smart.
Orbital strike into Hookah. The peak, he saw the second player being Finesse. But then Som gets that lurk from behind for the final kill. And it's NRG with the comeback and wins the first map 13. And while they're cutting noise though, FURIA will understand as well that NRG are not going to really be falling back because of that position from Digizin. Oh, the fake clear, but at least a recon dart does get the ping onto the defenders into the A site. But somehow we answer back for FURIA. It's up to Crashies on a 2 versus 1. Gets the second onto the board, back into a 1v1.
20 HP.
No information where Digizin is at. So he goes for the plant. Digizin activated the tailwind, and there's the shot. Oh, Crashies almost made it out safely, but it's still the piss around for FURIA. Once again, another attempt from Artis to clear the site.
30 seconds
Unfortunately, no space gain. Another one in the column of first deaths. For the rest of NRG, though, with 20 seconds left, moving now into the C site. Crashies opens it up at least for 1, but there's still one hiding inside of this pit, and finally, should I say the poison orb, 10 seconds left on the clock, having to come in for a plant, finally comes down, but it's planted safe. Crashy's off, the Nebula coming through. Somehow, Digizine with the Spectre gets the pick off. Som answers back, aftershock to try and clear out the defender's push. As now Som spots both of them. We'll get the support from Finesse as they're trying to go for the jiggle in the crossfire setup. And now with the swing out, they're able to hold it finally for NRG to get the round. There could do some impeccable calls on this map of Haven. And early in this round, we have the operator out for Digizine. NRG committing into a plant for B-side, and that's the first death here for Artis. Unlucky there, they got picked through a smoke as Digizine goes for the push and the flank from behind. Position given away here as Som finally gets the pick.
Aftershock, getting half.
A little bit of a delay, still have a star up there. So Som has an opportunity to lay a little bit more. 6th sense there for Khalil. Identifying the push from Finesse coming through.
Body blockers.
Yeah, this is going to be the defuse in for FURIA. And those cascade
is not giving up. So they might move faster because they have, like I said, they've been on that A main, keeping control.
Well, that was a nice ping coming out too, so Artis finally is able to open up with 2. Redemption on the first few rounds as QCK still holding towards the back of the site. Fully blinded, hiding inside the poison orb, gets a second kill into the round. Support comes in as he gets picked up by Crashes with the shock darts, but that's still MW0 in the back there. Back and forth, we move out, pendulum swings. As it's up to Maxine on a 3 versus 1. In favor of NRG. And as it comes out from the cascade, although Som has been picked off when he was trying to go for that lurk on long C. So disadvantage comes in. Hunter's here to stop the lockdown. That was placed down by FURIA. But with that, though, we're still storming in, flooding into the site. 2 kills comes out for MW0. A key player for FURIA's success on Haven. So now we have to play through the high tides, through the sprays. It's planted for them. They're trying to get the reloads and the kills. Finally, Victor gets them both.
More spams?
One enemy remaining.
And make that even a 3rd, and that's going to be, once again, the deadly
Grab. Looks like they'll at least try to push QCK off, doing a bit of damage on both sides to start off.
Oh my gosh.
Digizine's pushes never fail.
Woo! The hat trick now. What? He's not going to cheer yet because there's
It's on watch. Oh my word. Push through mid here. Finesse now trying to work the map, hoping that that kind of disruption of favor got FURIA out of position, but they're still very aware, very ready, Mazine, to grab the last 2 kills of that. They're still A.
Storm. 2 players now inside the C site for the defenders. Alarm bot. Nanostorm's already been popped off. There's that first kill and the spray through the smoke. Mazine, 3 into the round. And what's left are the pistols and the blade storm at least from Digizine. FURIA rather to flood back into the site. And the Bazira yet to have a flash. And the blade storm comes in for the kill. Up to Finesse.
Oh, just at safety.
The flood in. The first kill. Rolling Thunder available.
Oh, they tried
looking
to
for the
right-click.
safetiness
He has that Rolling Thunder
of the
van.
garage here after that kill indeed. So he's just going to wait, potentially pop it off the tap. But off the tap, decides to swing out first.
And little priority once they get the spike down here. Very focused for B. Still in up top. Artis on the bookcase goes down as they read that play.
This time the PC was checked. Victor to B site. So we hear it rotates across. There's the execution back. 2 players alive for FURIA to try to go for the retake. The flash is huge. Som falls. And a second one.
No.
It's up to Victor in the front. 1v1. Only with the Bulldog and bites in for the kill.
Oh, wow. Victor hack. We'll see if they've gotten enough for NRG at 6. Is that what's going to work? Already into the site.
There's the first cover. The second one here with a nice recon dart.
Put the hold on that immediately. Now Khalil goes for the lurk. Try to keep quiet.
Som saw him and just pinged there.
Ping.
Look at that, just a high-low. Off the fly. That's a 3rd player to fall now for FURIA. At least they'll get the plant down. QCK is making so much noise. This is heard by Artis for sure. So it's going to be a double swing back towards the spawn. And it's a 1-for-1.
Great
Second
push.
one now spotted, and like I mentioned, the flank from behind. The fault line for the assist.
Yeah.
And Artis for the defuse. Little section out the map on the hit. And NRG's pivoted back here to hold back. the B push. Couple of sprays across, and it comes in favor of the attackers as Finesse falls.
Spike
Counter
planted.
coming through with this stinger.
I've got your trail.
We're unfortunately not getting too much out of the bonus round of energy. The plant comes in for FURIA.
Obscuring vision.
It's up to their 2 stingers, being delayed, being stomped by all of this utility from FURIA on the pulse plant. Here's the Sheriff. Som to answer back. Says, I could do it too, boys.
This is getting sketchy, Vans.
The recall. There's that
remaining.
1v1. Up to Som. Low HP is going to be
Turns his
NW0. Turns his back around, but NW0 knows better. Swings out for the kill. Punish somebody recrossing. It's Digizine now with the operator on the attack. The updraft to escape at least with some damage done from Som. Big fault line
There it
coming
is.
up. Gravity well too.
my
And that's a
gosh.
kill coming out from Victor. Gravity well. And now the Cosmic Divide for the attempt of the retake.
Enemy remaining.
But it comes Crashies on
Enemy
a 2
remaining.
versus 1.
Ult is ready.
Letting it go for a delay with a snake bite. Still a second one available. And this might be it here for QCK to be able to
He's
get
good
it.
on that one.
There's
He's good on that
tap.
one.
Trying to get it into the halfway mark. QCK running up.
gonna
The
drop.
wall's about to drop. And with the wall dropping, QCK stays around there. Getting into the open C site rather.
Yeah, I love that. Section off anybody in sight. And slow everybody that's going to be coming in now.
Thrifty in the sights now for energy. Crashes with a second one, upgrading into a Phantom. Artist also has a Vandal that he picked up. Now he fights back with Finesse. The frenzy kill onto Khalil. And it's up to QCK once again, but this time with no utility. The updraft from Artist, and with the triple swing across.
Oh my gosh.
The Thrifty's answered back for energy on a dip. The Seekers are out early, actually, for an early C-side control. Spike finally getting picked up here by Khalil. Digizine somehow still manages to get a second kill. Big flash coming out for the assist to open up the C site. And off this plant, there's also a lockdown ready for... Now Cove is being tossed late. Trying to protect the lockdown, now being placed down by Khalil. Rolling Thunder available, so we're gonna push this through. That's gonna stun a lot of players. But Khalil fully stunned! Gets 2 kills! And Energy had to fall back. Crashes ass.
Back again on a big round for themselves. And that was just everyone up C, guarding each other, guarding flanks, guarding 30 seconds here. They haven't done anything with long, and this is going to be Artist just staring at them with an op. Oh, the high tide just long enough on that play. They're still trying to fake out for a retake on B. Or rehit, sorry.
On the other end here. 13 seconds left. We mentioned the low HP Victor first contact. Now the jump
10
across
seconds
can't
left.
do too
Spike
much.
down B.
Now as you're storming through, trying to waste that clock down, now you've secured the round. One more to go, trying to save his weapon. That's MW0. He's gonna be able to get it, allowing Digizine to dash in. But Som's still winning at the platform. Digizine's trying to get a timing. Aftershock to try to delay, try to push them back. But FURIA is still committed into the C-site hit. Finesse answers back, but Medzine and FURIA are still battling. And winning these one by one.
A little bit of that second layer with the cascade going.
The delay continues to come out. Medzine being a thorn on the side of the retake attempts of energy with this utility from the harbor.
Recon ready.
At least we have an aftershock kill. That's up from the heavens, down towards hell. And that's MW0. No flashes to fight back. Fault line then to come through, and that might be the call for energy to finally move in, and that's Digizine holding at the bottom, now being pinged out. Trying to look and trying to escape, but somehow, wow! Medzine runs through the smoke with a crossfire setup. All gonna be used. It's gonna be used for the retake instead. With the Cosmic Divide available for Som 2. And the fault line initiates
This is
the
a big flank.
hit and a retake attempt from Energy. And there's that first Hunter's Fury kill onto QCK. Gets a second one onto Medzine, but Digizine is pushing towards the spawn. Here's that double flank coming in here from Energy. Trying to clear towards the site. It's not being looked here on the right. And Khalil does get the kill. It's traded up. It's on a 2 versus 1 up to Crashies. making a lot of noise here. He has to do it, but Digizine turns around. And so does FURIA to turn around over and the map over in their favor. And with that, we will be going into it.
In spawn right now for this 3 stack to get out towards B long and create the pressure for the retake.
So FURIA is not allowing here NRG to play the
shot.
pulse plant. One make it away, but Victor still gets picked off by NW0. Here comes the fight. Long range finesse with the Sheriff. But the fight comes back here inside the B site. Both players moving in from long B, and both players getting dropped by NRG.
Wow. NRG.
But this little retake is going to be so slow.
What's the move? Digizine fly in the back of Hull?
Yeah,
doesn't
wait
even
for the
have
high tide
dash.
to come out. Okay, the high tide crosses towards the back of the halls. Flash to flash, and it's a surprise one from Saw. The spray with the Ares with the second one too. Digizine moving in. And that Ares did a lot of damage into the round. Time for QCK to save and for NRG to move up by 3 into the round on Pearl.
Sam over here just holding down the trigger, basically creating audio warfare. So you.
And there is that noise being made. 2 of them spraying from the flower pots.
These
Flash is coming
crossfires.
out just to try to blind a bit, but that clock is ticking out way too
seen.
quickly in the eyes of FURIA.
The turn!
But they're still falling in. Kills are still coming out for NRG, and it's not going to happen. This round's got to come in for NRG no matter what. With the last 2 pillars on the long range defense.
Oh, it gets the op! Stingers, but is it the Blade Storm from Digizine that changes this round?
He's in a great spot for it. There's that first flash, but he's not affected. There's that first kill. The second
There's
one
2.
does his job.
Down B.
But quickly, NRG move forward, and then W0 comes out with the Sheriff, catching Artis off guard. Now burning away.
They try to drop the wall on their own time
There's no
to
flash.
get that frag through. Yeah, there's no flash to be playing with.
30 seconds left.
But there's a
Player
Sheriff!
standing. Thrifty.
3 of them!
Dash has been used by Digizine, but he repositions towards the back of the B halls.
They invest so much to get him off this pick just to make him feel uncomfortable.
An off shot missed, but NW0 is still there for the crossfire. 3 players inside the site.
MW Zera
Yeah, with the spray through the toxic screen on the attack left up. But the nano
will
sword.
have a guiding light to go. Only one of those used over by
30
B.
seconds left.
Still waiting for the recharge.
Oh, there's a jiggle.
What a hold.
Actually, it wasn't even a jiggle. It was just Finesse
Yeah.
trying to walk down, and it was in full sight by Madzine for the
Enemy
kill.
remaining.
And now with the alarm bot, that's just going to be the save now for Crashies. A nice hold from NW0 at the beginning of that
10
round,
seconds
allowing
left.
FURIA to move up at 2 on Pearl.
And an important full save by FURIA to make this round a possibility. It could be a low buy here if they went down, then they just give another round to NRG, so very smart. 2 in the back, right? It's actually not going to be Crashies with Sam this time, but Artis.
Oh, no. We wanted Finesse to actually break the Seeker. It's just a double swing instead. Nicely done, as you can play the long range. Pulse plant for NRG.
the shorty now?
FURIA trying to fight back towards the back hole, and indeed the shorty from Psalm gets the kill. Khalil down at 3 HP. And that might be it right there. Can't even escape. Digizine looking to save his operator. That is a nice read for NRG.
Oh,
and the kill.
Even better for the kill, but a nice. The lurk. The orb to come up, pushing up Digizine. And onto this time, and Digizine scoping down. And Finesse turns back.
Oh my gosh. That's a little revenge from the bind kill right there.
The beauty of the double controller.
Yeah.
Crashies is still looking for the control towards the back of the site, nonetheless. Everything is being shut down. There's that final nanoswarm. Khalil gets the flick onto the kill. We actually only have 13 seconds left into the round. Cove gets picked up, but at least Psalm gets the plant. Finesse continuing to lurk. Now the lockdown's even broken right away.
Does Zera?
2v2. It's gonna have to be a timing from both Madzine and MW0. While Victor and Finesse continues with the crossfire from B-Link in the back of the B site.
Backing up.
Now into
Player
1v1s.
standing.
Individual
One enemy
fights,
remaining.
both won on either end. Up to Victor now against NW0.
There is time.
Clock is ticking, yes, but they have to come with a tap at least now.
He knows.
Just waiting. Victor swings across.
swing!
The flick! The 4 came to the round, but does he
Wait a
have the
minute.
time for
It's
it?
just there.
Does he have
It's
the time
just
for
there.
it?
It's got it. .29. Oh my god.
His mid control that was talked about earlier on for NRG seems to be one to use now. Artis just
Double
walking across,
wall.
no dash, and QCK is just waiting for the 3K.
Mid. One enemy remaining.
That
Spike got picked up.
wall on one way. Like, what are you gonna do trying to get through that?
Yeah.
It's like walking through cobwebs. Just get it off. It's freaky. These games.
And now the lurk comes. The retake, the flank is now activated.
Here it goes. Ouch! Ouch! Artist has to move. Delay plan.
Here.
He moves in for a kill on top of that.
Crazy stuff. Just
There's a
wild.
lockdown coming in.
What
Finesse
is happening?
somehow gets 2 kills from the back of control.
It's like he opened his eyes. 2 kills were there.
And you're now
Incredible
securing,
knowledge.
pretty much secured this last round. The pit to cover the back lines. The ult to delay from Victor. And the last 2 players of FURIA trying to move in from the B link, where you have everything you need here. 5 players alive for NRG. Prevent the round from turning in favor of FURIA. But this man is still alive right
NW0.
here.
Player
Finally
standing.
stopped by Samwa, the operator. Up to Manzine in a 3 versus 1, but that clock's now ticking down. Securing the round here for NRG. They'll end the half now, 8-4, as the spike will go off, even if Victor gets the final kill.
Yep.
This is actually going to pin Victor towards the back of the B site,
Here.
especially after that flash that confirms that he's playing back there. FURIA now moving in. Victor popping both Nanostorms just to cover one angle before we close in. And it's a 1-for-1.
Down, B.
Thankfully, through the cascade, Finesse was still able to get a kill. Plant now comes down, NW0
good
pushing
find.
towards the spawn. But here's an off angle by Khalil. A close angle, and it's won. So far, everything's being won by FURIA.
Oh my gosh, he lives blind.
Just fighting behind the pillar.
Last
Ghost
player standing.
versus the Frenzy. And Crashies versus the World.
Oh,
And the World comes crashing down.
He's to find the first frag and convert the 5v4. Oh. Okay. That's going to be a 4v3 now. If they can convert it. Very quick mid play. A lot of that first half, we saw mid just being open. Left to anybody to rotate through in the extremities or the game. But already in the second half, we see teams testing each other here for control.
Even a third.
Yeah, that's big. They still want this space and these kills. NRG, they have played so strong on the attack sides, and seeing their defensive side not be as strong is such a question for them. I remember Chat and Artist.
But as you mentioned here, Riv, everybody's going to be able to buy for FURIA into the next round.
Yeah.
We'll see if Digis there onto
Yeah.
some armor is gone. And Victor, both him and Finesse push forward into B-Long to punish Manzine on alert. So that will now force FURIA to rush into the A site with no A main control. Especially as Khalil falls with 2 players greeting him right there.
Dash or not, Digizine fearlessly heading in the sight in the trades back and forth. NRG finds themselves on top. Blade Storm. Operator online.
Flash and the peek out the Blade Storm, 1-for-1.
Good trade.
Song tries to fall back, but still being hunted, still being chased. The uptrap out from the Jazine, but it's saved by Finesse. Now even a Trailblazer. Finesse hears the footsteps, trying to get the spray through the high tide, and there's that Viper pit.
Spike planted.
Wow. Spamming them down.
First one being used by Crashies. Second one for a 4-player push inside.
Finesse, knowing the angles he can find around this Viper wall, tries to prime those for an attack. 4v2 on this.
Right click misses, but the shorty does get the kill, traded off by the turret. Now a real 2 versus 1 as the turret falls. The tap onto the spike, the Victor kill. But as you mentioned, the Seeker's out from Crashies, we still have it available for NW0.
I've got your trail.
And used. Artist with the first shot does find it. A quick lurk down long B, and this rest of the hit's gonna go all the way back to A.
And that's Crashies, a dash away from the Jazine, allowing QCK to pick up that kill. Reckoning going inside the site, and Som's trying to find the timing here. Reckoning
just
now
ahead of it.
disappears, and Som moves inside the site just by the dugout. The first one, the kill from behind. It thought the site was clear, gets the wall bang on the second one. On the 2 players left now for FURIA to keep the dream alive, make that even 1. Instantly stopped and denied by NRG. As the race continues for this team to secure a playoff spot, and FURIA still had to fight, still had to win another game to try to secure their own playoff spot.